I'm going to live with that because we're not letting Luka get another 26 in the second half, and then Kyrie, get 20 or 30 in the second half himself.
Mike, coming into this game tonight, I know it was called or labeled as like a mini playoff series with everything that's on the line. In the circumstances, like let's say this was game 1 of the playoffs and you have 2 days off before game 2 and another crack at the same opponent, what do these 2 days look like, and is the approach the same even in the regular season?
Well, it's a little different. Like tomorrow, we're giving the guys off for sure because we play a lot of games in a short amount of time, and especially when we have a back-to-back, we give guys a day off. So they'll have a day off tomorrow. In the playoffs, we'd probably come in and at least watch film, get some free throws and some shots up or something like that. But I have a day off, and then we'll come in and we'll practice the next day, and then get ready to play the following day. So it's a little different in that regard, but there's still really, really important games, and it's great for us to see if we can bounce back and figure out what we can do better in this second game.
Mike, the third quarter issue that we saw tonight, that hasn't really been sort of who you guys are this season. What is it that you saw coming out of halftime that they were able to come out and just run away from you guys so fast?
Shane, and again, I don't want to put it all on us offensively, but because we didn't do a great job defensively, but our offense tonight led to some easy baskets for them. And when we turned the ball over or we took forced tough shots because we held on to it. Now the shot clock's going down and we're standing. Now we got to jack something up, and it's a tough shot, so it hits the rim, it bounces long, and then they're in transition. When you get a couple of those, it can be deflating. You hope that it's not. For us, it was tonight, and we started the second half. I know early on we had a turnover, and then we had 1 or 2 bad shots in a row, and every time we did something like that, they made us pay. And you could feel it just took the air out of us. And normally we're pretty resilient when that happens. We just keep grinding and finding a way. Tonight we didn't. But I felt more than anything else, it started with the way that we played on the offensive end of the floor in that second half. To go 1 for 4 in sprays, and then to have the type of turnovers we had, it's not good.
Coach, pregame, you talked a little bit about adversity and while making it clear that you don't want to lose these games, but sometimes it could be good for the team to go through some of these losses. Do you consider tonight's loss, the team can benefit from a loss like tonight?
Yeah, this is a great time for us to see if we have it within ourselves to go out and play the right way. And you're not going to win every game. Obviously, I don't care how well you play, but you don't want to walk away from a game if you can help it with a bad taste in your mouth, knowing that there are a lot of things out on the floor that we could have done better, just by keeping the game simple, just by doing what we do, what we emphasize. And that's what makes it tough is, we emphasize, there are a handful of things that we emphasize a lot, but, as of late, it's been about the sprays and it's been about the contests. And we didn't do a good job in either area. When we made that, if you think about it, when we made that little mini run in the third, I think we had Alex and Davion and Malik, maybe Dorte and Keegan. We had just in that 2-minute or 3-minute burst alone, I think we had three of our 4 sprays. And then we might have had 1 the rest of the half. And Alex, he caught it. He got a little bounce pass diving down the lane, and he kicked to the Keegan. And Keegan had a wide open corner 3 that he missed. Malik drove and hit Davion at the top of the floor for a wide open spray. We started playing the right way, and you can feel the momentum or the juice of the group out on the floor on both ends of the floor. Not only that, Dallas was pressed a little bit. They started missing some shots. They ended up getting a 50-50 ball, and Hardaway hit a little pull-up jumper at the free throw line. Otherwise, it would have been like an 8-0 or 10-0 run. So it's, to me, to all of us in that locker room, it's a great opportunity for us to see if we can bounce back, play the right way, and see if we can get a win against these guys in the next 3 days.
Hey, Mike, this might be better for after you watch the film, but they were pressing Domas a lot, especially at the three-point line, the foul line. Is there something that you guys can do offensively to kind of combat that, especially when they're pressing him so much?
He's going to have to go by Gafford. I mean, if you think about it, it's, when you're younger on the playground and somebody's getting up in your chest, you got to first of all create space with your pivot foot, and then if they keep doing it, jab one way, and then you're going to have to go by them. And when you go by them, in their case, help's coming. Help's coming. So if help's coming, then that's when the spray has to happen. So you have to make sure everything that you do is purposeful against those guys, because they're pretty good, bigger than us, and they have some pretty good athletes. But we can't allow them to have us play